Wow, I'm excited to be with you tonight. Even though I'm not with you bodily, I'm with you in spirit, but you get to at least see me, and I'm here on the screen. And the reason I wanted to give you a message, even though I'm not in the house, is because it's Christmas. And I just didn't want to let this season go by without delivering this very brief thought to you. It is so important about Christmas and love, and Christmas and healing, and Christmas and transformation, but healing is what I think of so much. God came to heal us. I think about Isaiah chapter 9. It says the people were walking in darkness. The people that sat in darkness saw a great light. Jesus came into the world as the light of the world so that we could see where we're going and not hurt ourselves anymore, so that we could be healed. And it says, on those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. My prayer tonight is that you'll allow the light of the Christ child to shine in your life like never before. We read on and it says, he enlarged the nation and increased their joy. And Isaiah said in verse 6, unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. That means the weight of everything that you've been trying to carry on your own, if you'll just transfer your trust to Jesus, he'll take the weight and lift your burden. The government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So 2 times in this passage, he talks about peace and increasing peace. And to me, that's what people are looking for more than anything else in this world, is peace. And so he wants to heal our stress and our strife and give us peace. Sometimes people ask me why I do what I do, and I even wonder that myself sometimes, because I feel like often people want me to just give them more information, because somehow the more information they get, the more they think they're going to be okay. Information, for information's sake, will never heal you. Inviting Jesus in, receiving him into your life, transferring your trust from yourself, and receiving his healing. He said the Spirit of the Lord later in his life would be upon him for the healing of the sick and setting free the captives. God came to show us what he's like. I want you to know tonight what you want more than anything else. And Christmas is about love and God showing us what he's like. Psychologists tell us that 89% of everything we ever learn, we learn visually. 10% we learn audibly by what we hear. And only 1% do we learn through the other senses. And so God said, I need to show them. And he came in the form of a little child so he wouldn't scare us. And then he grew in stature, and the power of God showed through him. He can heal your life if you allow him. Now the truth is, you have to decide. You have to be like the wise men in Matthew chapter 2. You have to decide what you want this Christmas. Do you want the tinsel? Oh, the tree's just over to my right, and you're looking right at it tonight. Has all kinds of lights on it. Do you want the tinsel and the lights and the glitter and the glitz and the stuff that's empty and gone after Christmas? Or do you want the real deal? Jesus, healing, love, and transformation. You have to be like the wise men if you want it. You have to know what you want. You have to decide how you can get it. And you have to be willing to pay the price. They were all of those things and then some. They knew what they wanted. And they discovered that God doesn't just tell us he loves us. That's what I love about where I'm sitting right now. It's a demonstration of the fact that he showed us at Christmas time how much he loves us. He sent us a gift wrapped in swaddling clothes, his son, Jesus, the Christ, the Messiah, the Savior of the world. The wise men knew what they wanted, and they decided that they would be willing to pay the price. And I ask you tonight, are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to let go of control in your life? Are you willing to say, God, whatever you want, not my will, but yours, be done? Are you willing to let him be the driver, the Lord of your life? They followed the star. They might have given up, but I would just tell you, they wouldn't give up. They were determined to get to the place that they knew something so significant was happening that it would change their lives. If you've been trying to follow Jesus and feel like you haven't connected, I want to say, don't give up. Christmas is about God showing us his love. It's about healing, because Jesus has healing for us. So would you come to him tonight and experience the joy of reaching the goal? Just like the wise men, that's what happened. By the way, you know, as long as they followed the star never stopped moving. And as long as you'll follow Jesus, there'll always be light. But the minute you stop following, the darkness pushes back into our lives, and we get discouraged and think that we've lost whatever it is God had for us. No, you need to just go back out and look for the light. And I can't think of a better time to do that than this Christmas season. Reestablish your relationship with Jesus Christ, and he'll shine his light into your life. And then I would just say this as I conclude. Once the wise men established their contact with Jesus, once they reached their goal, they made the most of it. They didn't take him for granted. They didn't say, wow, that was some journey. We've seen it. Let's go home. As a matter of fact, they fell and they worshiped him. And so this Christmas season, as you think about the love of God and the fact that he first gave you his love, rather than giving him gifts, rather than giving him works or time or, you know, doing things that you think will get you to heaven, why not bow and worship him and give him the gift of your life first, just like the wise men? And then it says they gave him their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And they were changed. Their lives were made complete. They were healed. Don't miss the healing and the love that God has for you this Christmas season. It says that they not only were changed, they were so changed that they went home another way, because they knew, because God spoke to them, that Herod had evil intentions. And so they avoided the evil. They protected the Savior that had changed their lives, and they would never be the same again. If you come and experience his love, he'll change your life, and he'll carry your load, and he'll protect you, and you'll never be the same. Christmas, not just to give you more information, but to make sure you know that as you follow Jesus, you can have the healing and the help in your life that God intended for you to have and be set free. That's why I do what I do. Not just to have another service or not just to give you more information, but so that you can be healed. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the evening at Worship Loud, and I'll see you Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. And we're going to have a great time worshiping God together. God bless you, and good night.